make it there and can make it back.
Salutations and shit, folks. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite travel podcast, Travel and Shit, where I, your host, D. Carey, have an experiential conversation about the nuanced ways that travel intersects with regular life. I am happy to have you here with me. If you hear that closing, that is delicious Butter Me Up Body Butter by TaylorMade. It was actually a giveaway for, you go to birthdays and weddings and stuff, and they give you like a thank you bag or like a thank you gift. Well, the samples were part of my cousin Cherie. Hey, Cherie, happy birthday. She did a beautiful 30th birthday. If you follow me on the Instagrams, TRAVEL, the letter NSH_T on the Instagrams, or _DCARRIE, either or. One is for the podcast, and one is my kind of personal, not kind of personal, but I guess it's my personal page. Anywho's, if you see the recent photos there, that was why I was dressed up, because we went to Cherry's birthday party. I call it Cherry. So all that being said, that's what you hear, my dry ass hands moisturizing in this really, really nice body butter, which was a giveaway, a thank you gift, along with peppermint soap. I ordered some literally the next morning. The body butter is incredible. I love it. It rubs on and in very easily, and it doesn't leave like a filmy kind of feeling, while I don't know, it's very gratifying. So it doesn't make my hands feel weighted down or filmy, but it's got a nice fragrance. It's not too strong, not too light. And my hands really do feel moisturized. I enjoy the shit. Not sponsored, just some new shit that I'm currently into right now. I ordered more stuff, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully continuity, and it stays the same. But great gift idea. Thank you, Cherry. Many announcements. Thank you for those of you who have already taken the listener survey. I greatly appreciate you guys. I would ask, if you haven't, to take the survey. This way I get a feel for who you guys are, as opposed to me just assuming all the wonderful things that I assume about you. I would like to learn more wonderful things about you. So I'd love if you would take the survey so that I can go about curating the podcast that will include collaborations, partnerships, guests, and sponsorships that you're actually going to be interested in, so that it's not a amalgamation, if you will, of shit that I personally like, which I'm all cool with doing. But I'd love to hear from you, as well as if you wouldn't mind rating, reviewing the podcast wherever you listen. I was actually just scrolling through Apple Podcasts, because I personally love a good crime thriller. And yeah, I absolutely read the description, and I look at the reviews of the shows to see whether or not I want to try something new. So I would love if you can help other people do the same thing for Travel and Shit. I appreciate all the word of mouth recommendations that you give, whether you're sending the links around to your friends, sharing episodes, or just bringing up the show in conversation. I thank you. As well as, don't forget, there's merch in the shop tab on the website, travelandshippodcast.com, as well as a bunch of other resources that are there. I have courses, I've got downloads, workbooks, playlists, so that if you are looking for a particular topic, you can get to those episodes much more quickly, as opposed to just scrolling through all 179, I think, episodes we've got now. Yay me. And don't forget about the Liberate Botanica giveaway. My recent guest, Nate, and I have partnered up to give you guys, what was it, 20, which one is it under? Here we go. Okay, yeah. You can use code TRAVEL, just the word travel, on the Liberate site for a free Aura kit with your next purchase of $50 or more. I personally love the kit. And you can win a $50 gift card to actually get you to that $50 threshold by clicking the link on the website. It's literally right there. There's actually a giveaway tab, or you can just go to the description of whatever episode you are listening to and click on the link for the giveaway so that you can enter to win $50. It's literally just signing up for the email list, which happens once a month. I don't even know if I sent one out this month. I'll get to that. But yeah, I don't spam. I don't send a lot of emails. So it's literally the easiest thing I could think of for you guys to do. Those would be lay announcements. Thank you for sitting through those. I would like to hope that they're not terribly boring. This week, while I'm being late with the episode, apologies there. Actually, my apologies are not that the episode is late. It's if it threw you off. That's what I'm apologizing for. I would never want to disappoint you guys personally, because I really do appreciate y'all fucking with the kid. But I had a great week, and I haven't done anything, and it has been absolutely fucking beautiful. And that's what part of the inspiration for today's episode was. I am on vacation from work this week, and it kind of got me thinking to kind of vacation energy at home, right? Reframing the idea of fun. But because I am quite a rabbit holer, I will find a rabbit hole to go down and think my way in and out of all kinds of scenarios. But that got me thinking to the joy versus fun, right? They're two different things. I am certain that one is probably like an adverb or an adjective, and the other is likely a verb, but getting there. So I wrote it down. You have fun and you are joyful. So joy is more of an experience, a state of being, if you will. And fun is more of an activity. It is a verb. It is something that you do. You have fun, and you don't have, you can have joy, but when you say that you have fun, you're not describing an emotion, right? It's an activity. It is a qualifier, or it contextualizes an experience or an activity, whereas joy will contextualize or describe a feeling or a state of being. So the two things, while very similar and can coexist, are not exactly the same. And while I have found so much joy in this past couple of days, just being home and relaxing and spending time with my partner, and honestly, I am going to hold you, all the little things around the house that I said I was going to do leading up to this vacation, they didn't get done. I was supposed to scrub the floors. I was supposed to deep clean my closet. I was supposed to, I made an appointment to get rid of some of these clothes. I'm going to try selling them at a store. And we'll see how that goes. I made an appointment with Buffalo Exchange to bring some of them in, and hopefully I'll make a couple of dollars, just because I feel like, why leave money on the table? A lot of the stuff that I own is just never worn, or worn a few times and then I'm over it. I don't like it anymore. I've got boxes of shoes in here that I've never fucking worn. And then other pairs that I've worn maybe twice. I don't do heels. I find any chance to wear sneakers or flats of some sort. I'm getting, again, rabbit holing. Anyway, so all the things that I said I was going to do, I didn't do. I didn't really make any plans for this week except for Cherry's birthday. And so it was one of those things where I was like, well, I'm on vacation, but I haven't gone anywhere. And there's no reason why I kind of can't keep that same energy, right? Like, what exactly is vacation energy? And why is it synonymous with being abroad or away from home? It's still a vacation because it is time away from work, And I just happened to not travel for this vacation, but that doesn't negate that this experience is still a vacation, right? So I think that distinction, for one, can qualify why travel is so much more than vacation, which I like to repeat all the time, every episode, literally. Well, at least the last 75 or 50 of them. But travel is way more than vacation. You don't even have to travel for vacation. You could travel for work. You could travel for business. You could travel for, familial need of whatever reason, whether or not it be for a happy, joyous, familial reason or a sad one. You travel for vacations. You travel for milestones in people's lives and shit like that, right? Like people for for her birthday came from OT. That was travel. But a lot of those people, I'm certain, made it more than just, I'm supporting my friend or I'm supporting my family. How about I make a vacation of it, right? So, and that's where the vacation kind of connotation stood out, where I realized that I have multiple times said that I'm going to get out more. I'm going to do this. I'm going to, experience more, live life. And I haven't done it. So I find that I am more willing to seek success in a goal by breaking it down into actionable steps, right? Whereas the overall goal in this case is to keep the same energy, like my vacation fun, like the vacation energy, that desire to try new things, be excited and have fun versus just seeking joy. I seek joy every day. I have a life full of joy. I find joy in the mundane, though. I'm a homebody. I enjoy just laying on the couch and watching TV with my partner, but it's not exactly fun, but it brings me joy. So you see how something can bring you joy, but not be like fun. Like my partner and I have fun. He makes me laugh every day. We can find entertainment in anything. Like it's the two don't exist the same way in the same experience. And I say all that to say that I have a couple days left and I want to have fucking fun. And I want to kind of invite the same travel, vacation, fun energy into my regular life. We're in March and we know spring is around the corner. The sun has been out for a little bit longer. We're about to have daylight saving time. So we're going to get even more sun in the day, which I am high key anticipating. I hate coming home in the dark. It's so depressing. It's so depressing. There's already a very few finite number of hours, that I get to myself in a day. I spend about 3 to 4 hours of every weekday commuting to work. Commuting. That's all I'm doing is driving or being driven to work. So those hours I don't get back. I spend, another 8 hours, 6 hours at work. And then it's like, well, so I have 4 hours in a day if I'm going to get an adequate amount of sleep for the next day. So there've got to be different ways and approaches to meeting the larger goal of fun that aren't going to fucking make me miserable. Like I am one of those people that when it comes to travel, I plan for fun, right? While I find joy in just being in new spaces, I have the mentality of I didn't spend X to get all the way here and do nothing. So whenever I travel, I try to make the most of the situation because for the most part, I fucking paid money for it. I either paid for the ticket, like the flights, or, you're paying for the accommodations, or you get so far, even an investment of your time and energies to getting to the destination, right? Say you don't buy plane tickets, but you spend money on a fucking road trip. Gas almost it's almost $5 in New York. I don't think I have ever personally seen gas, even when we had those gas lines after Sandy and the last price increase in gas. I don't think I've personally ever seen gas over or even over or at $5 in New York. I don't think that I have. I could be lying, could be wrong, but I know when I start to see foreign change, it's like, I don't got it. We decided not to take a road trip because I just got a new car. Oh, update. So the situation is done and over with. My car is pushing, it's rolling. I'm happy. It's all done. I have a 2019 HRV. I love it. This is the most bells and whistles I've ever had on a car, and I couldn't be fucking happier. It feels good. It feels good. I'm very glad that clusterfuck of a situation is done and over with. And if this is new information to you, run back to the episode on Cincinnati. My engine died back in November, and it was November, December, January, and the majority of February spent borrowing my mom's car and my grandma's car, and y'all, it was a pain in the fucking ass. It was a nightmare. So the episodes between now and then, I kind of get into it, especially on the road trip episode. So you can check out the road trip playlist to get to that episode quickly, or you can just go to the website and type in road trip, and that episode should pop up. But anyway, we decided not to go anywhere, and I have been on vacation, and other than Cherry's party, I haven't had fun. So I made the goal to walk into the spring, or to start the spring, by seeking out more opportunities to keep the same vacation energy with me while I'm at home. And so my short list happens to be, like, surprise, the same shit that I do while I'm on vacation. The same things that I do on vacation are things that I can do at home. They don't have to be as orchestrated, or they don't have to be done in the sense where I am, playing from a space of catch up, right? Because when you go to a new place, there is some semblance of, okay, I have to look this up, or okay, I have to figure out, there's more investigating I feel like I do when I'm abroad. Like, I want to know, there's certain things that I want to know about some place before I just show up and do it. Or I'm going to check ratings and reviews. Whereas here, I could just call my friends, or my boyfriend knows all the spots. I don't know what it is. It's a gift. This nigga can find the best bars, restaurants. Our Google searches do not result in the same responses. I can Google something. He can Google something. He finds whole different. I don't know how he does it different, but I always let him choose food and drink. And so he has a ton of recommendations for across the city. So the idea of having more fun and seeking out fun at home should be mad fucking easy. So I am personally committing to seeking fun the same way I do on vacation this spring. And I would like to invite y'all niggas to do it with me. And so this is how I broke down, like I was saying, the mini goals, the, short term and smaller, easily digestible bites that I can kind of work on to implement Operation Fun, if you fucking will. So, first of all, let me scroll up here. Oh, we just ended up watching, just a fun little side note. We binged a lot. We finally finished all of Supernatural. I've watched the first probably 12 seasons on average 3 times each. The first 5 seasons, absolutely more than 4 times each. But I Supernatural is like one of my all-time favorite shows, and I finally, after 15 seasons, just finished. It just ended, I want to say, in 2021, early 2021, because it was supposed to end 2020, COVID. That being said, they finished it. I am pleased with the ending. No spoilers. Pleased with the ending, but after we watched Supernatural, which took us almost a year because I got him into it, watching from episode 1, season 1, episode 1, all the way through 15, episode 22, or 20. Then we watched Insecure. We had our conversation about how we feel about Insecure. I personally enjoyed it, but I think that I would have enjoyed it more had I watched it live with everybody else, where it in a condensed, like we watched it in probably a long weekend, probably started Friday and finished it Thursday, or started maybe Sunday or Monday, like 4 days we finished it. I enjoyed it, didn't love it. I absolutely think it was because I missed all of the community around the show. But, you know, I find joy, again, like I said, in the mundane things, just being able to have those conversations with my partner about stuff that's happening in the show. So, joy, right? But is it really fun? Anyway, fun ended up being in my, digging around and thinking it over, mulling through the idea. It's more about seizing an opportunity. Fun is, for me, my experience of fun is generally planned. It's orchestrated. It's not something, it can happen spontaneously, but I generally have fun in situations that I plan to do. And that is because I generally plan to leave my house. I don't do random, I don't live in an area where I can randomly just walk outside and go to a bar, a shop, or come across some restaurants or something that's got outdoor seating or even indoor seating. I don't live in an area that has any of that. So I could walk to Popeyes. I could walk to Chinese spot. I can walk to the grocery store. I can walk to 99-cent stores, but there are no spaces for community or, breaking bed or sharing company where I'm at. That being said, that is something that I have to kind of make happen. It has to be planned. And for me, that is something that I definitely see that I do on my vacations. I plan, whether or not that means being in a space where I technically don't have to plan, right? But I'm planning to stay in accommodations where I can walk to eat, or I can walk to a park or to the beach. So I plan to be in a space where it's either something that is accessible by walking, or I know that it'll be an inexpensive Uber or a drive if we rent a car to get to whatever activities I had on my mind that I wanted to kind of accomplish or experience while I'm in that environment, whether it be far away overseas or whether it be something on a road trip or nearby. Even when we take road trips, we try to stay in places where we can get to all the shit that we want to do relatively quickly, whether it is a quick Uber to some bars or it's walking to some bars, because we don't want to have to drive to a bar, because if we do, then that means that we have to, be mindful and stop drinking. But I absolutely know that anything to some variation while I'm on vacation has been planned, even if the plan was to pencil in spontaneity, or as in like leaving a day blank so that we could walk around the area, or so that we can kind of just relax, recover from a hangover, or whatever the plan is. But again, when I have fun, it's because I've planned it in some fashion. So I got to plan fun while I'm home. Simple. Saying it out loud, it sounds like, why is that even something to talk about? But look how much time I spent not fucking doing it, right? Because I hadn't even brought it to my consciousness. A lot of times when you think about something, or a lot of times when you speak on something or bring something into even your own personal awareness, it doesn't have to be rocket science. Like, that's one of the things that I love about the podcast being not just, D Carrie's travel podcast. It's travel and shit, because the end shit matters. It doesn't have to be big. There's nuance in everything. And in this case, the nuance is sometimes you got to scale back to scale forward. Instead of making grandiose and lavish plans and spending wild money, how about I just get out the fucking house more? That's what I do while I'm on vacation. When I'm traveling, when I'm someplace new, I make it my business to get out the house, because that's what part of the experience is for me. I can stay in the house while I'm home. And what's wild is when I'm home, I think things like, shit, I paid X, Y, and Z for this bed, so I'm asleep in it. You know what I mean? Like, I can get up early. When I travel, I am often up at fucking midnight just to get to, I know when I was in Bali, I don't think I slept past sunrise on more than maybe 1 or 2 days. And even if I slept past sunrise on at least one of those days, I was up and getting ready to leave the house. Like, I know that the sunrise hike that I did, we got picked up, at least, and by we, I mean me. I was picked up between midnight and 1 o'clock so that we can be at the park to do the maybe hour or so long hike by like 3:30, 4 o'clock. So, waking up early isn't new, but I am more willing to fight through that being tired because I paid for something, or because I know that I don't want to miss the opportunity to do something. And honestly, I can likely do that home if I have something that I am interested in as much as I am interested in the things that I seek out while I'm traveling. So one of the things that I noted that I would definitely do more of is getting out of the house. And I got a dog. So even as simple as going on a walk, but changing the route, right? I don't gotta walk by myself. Boyfriend will absolutely come with me. He's always taking the dog for a walk, so I could just go with them on a walk. But taking a walk, even just being able to spend time outside of the house, whether that means people watching together, laughing at the people around us, like being a little judgy, good times. But there are plenty of fun experiences in, like, walking can be fucking fun. I've had tons of fun walking nowhere on vacation. There's no reason why I can't have fun doing that out here. Even something as simple as beer and wings. It doesn't have to be like the getting out also doesn't have to be elaborate, right? I don't have to put on a look. Like, I don't have to pay for my makeup, get jewelry pieces, rent items. I don't have to do all of that to have fun at home. I don't have to. It's a good fucking time. But the point is, something as simple as, all right, well, let's just go to a restaurant where we can sit inside. Does it have to be a spot that needs reservations? Does it have to be a spot that I need a dress code for? Do we have to go far? No. We could go to, family-owned restaurants near where we are. A 5-minute Uber or a 5-minute drive will absolutely bring us to a restaurant with a bar, and we could have a good time for $100 for the two of us to eat, drink, be merry, and be out. Including tip. It doesn't have to be expensive. Granted, I'm not in the space to spend $100 2 and 3 times a week for us to go out and have a good time. But we can act like we're good just being in the house. We're at that point. We get out, but we don't necessarily, like we'll grab something to eat after work or on the way home from someplace, but we should get out more with the intent of step 2, talking to strangers. I've had so much fucking fun talking to randoms while I travel, whether it turns into random invites to things or recommendations for places to go. I know I was in Colombia, actually, the 2 that came to mind. I booked the head wrap tying class with Laura, and I ended up basically just hanging with her for the night. And we went from one spot and we ended up going someplace else. And I met, I think her sister and like a cousin came through. That was mad fun. And I ended up getting put on to not just a site that I wanted to see, the Pink Sea. I ended up getting put in contact with the proprietor, Marlon, the travel guide, who has a company that was able to make it happen. And that was just from randomly talking to people that I met on excursions that I had booked, on experiences that I had booked. So it wasn't me, stopping somebody on the street to talk to them randomly. No, you don't have to do all of that. But chatting up the waiter, chatting up your cashier, if you take an Uber, actually talking to the Uber driver. I've actually had some pretty decent, and when I say pretty decent, I've had 2 real memorable Uber driver experiences. One of them was a little too friendly, and it was just like, ooh, New York kind of radar is going off. I don't feel as if you are being sneaky or like weird or anything, but at the same time, it was just like I could see where that was a possibility. And while even that wasn't the energy he was giving, I knew that it wasn't even worth trying to figure out. Like, he was kind of weird. Nice guy, but a little too, nah, bruh, we don't gotta introduce each other to our friend groups. It was like strange, but does that make sense? Like, he wasn't on some, hey, I want to, where are you going? Are you going home? I can go with you. It wasn't like that. It was just like, oh yeah, you seem really cool. Like, oh, well, you have any friends? Like, I'm new here. Like, we could all meet up for drinks and stuff. And it was just like, no, I don't even do that. This is an anomaly. Pretend you, you don't know that just pretend you didn't know I came from a bar, because that's where you picked me up at. Anywho, talking to strangers. It doesn't have to be a, really outlandish and uncomfortable exchange. Something as simple as just talking to the person that is chatting you up, the cashier, be like, ooh, that's a really nice ring. I'm really digging that. And oh, girl, I got this from so-and-so. Actually, the one across the street it's only 6:30. They're open until 7 and they only across the street. They might have had a sale, blah, blah, blah. Like, chat with people online. If you're at, let's say, even better. I know last time I hung out with Marissa, I want to say she's episode 115 or something like that. We were in Bed-Stuy and we were just popping into a bunch of boutiques and shops. I don't think it was Classen. I don't remember what street it was, but it was someplace in Bed-Stuy. And just beautiful Black women everywhere. Sis, those boots are really cute. Or, come on, skirt, I really like this. Random conversations. You go into a spot, you see people that are sitting. Oh, y'all are a really cute group. What, y'all got a birthday or something? Okay, happy birthday. I hope you enjoy, yada, yada, yada. Just inviting that positive energy into your experience, for me, has always worked out and given me more than I brought to the day. So that's absolutely something that I generally do anyway, but I think I would like to do it more intentionally. Not in the sense of being usy in terms of like, oh, let's see what I can get from this person, or let's see if they know something that I don't know. but doing it more so that I know that I know that good can come of this. So let me do more of it. I want more good in my life. I want more positive energy. And also, I just am one of those people that tends to want to leave a little bit of joy. I sprinkle a little bit of shit. I know that's one of the jokes that I say at work. If I'm leaving an area and somebody's coming to relieve me someplace, I'll just be like, yeah, I left a little razzle dazzle for you, sprinkle a little positive energy in the aura. So, enjoy the space while I'm not here. That's what I do. And if I commit to doing more of it, I think that I can benefit more from it the way that I have generally. I've always kind of benefited from just in terms of, they say when you want to be uplifted, uplift other people. That's always worked for me. So I want to do more of that. But I want to it's like I can't do that if I'm not outside. Like I can't randomly talk to strangers, or I can't I went to the mechanic yesterday, brought the car into the shop what did I get? I needed to get spare key programmed. Brought it to the shop to have the guy come program the key. And a young lady came in with a fly ass jacket. Now, did we become friends? Fuck no. But I hope sis had a better day just because she knew she had on a fly ass jacket someplace. So the next place she went, she stepped in there knowing, yes, bitch, I'm here. So that happened because the bitch was outside. I got out of the house, and the opportunity to open myself to that positivity, to that small exchange and dialogue and community, fucking community, is not going to happen if I don't leave the house. So the same way I like to get out and about while I travel, I'm committing to getting out and about a bit more while I'm home. And like I said, I don't have to make it an expensive undertaking. I can go for one round of beers. And that's $10. You can find $5 beers just about anywhere. You can spend more than that. You can spend less than that. You can spend whatever the fuck is in your pocket to spend. Doesn't even have to be something to spend all the time. There are tons of apps and platforms and free events all over the fuck. I live in New York City. I live in New York. There's always something to do, whether that be an art installation, a friend doing an expo, whether it be just going someplace that is pretty, going to the park, going to, I know certain areas like you can go, is it Williamsburg? I feel like Williamsburg or someplace near there has all the murals. Bed-Stuy has a bunch of murals. You walk around and pop in. You can find a bunch of murals just along you can go up, you could drive up Fulton further, closer to like the, is that Cobble Hill? Or by the, I'm thinking Flatbush in my head, but not Flatbush, but Fulton closer to the downtown side. Like when you go down, there's a whole bunch of, doing the painting hand, murals along a bunch of the restaurants and stuff down there. Even if you don't go in and spend money at the restaurants, just walking past and looking at places that you will want to visit when you got a couple dollars to spend. But the point is being outside. The point is engaging with people around you. It doesn't have to be you stopping strangers on the street, but if you go in someplace, you can actually say more than just hello and goodbye to the people that work at the store. You can go in and ask them, hey, do you have anything that you recommend for plant care? Do you have, how you doing today? All right. You been here long? Okay. Well, you work in the area? You from the area? Like bullshit, y'all. Bullshit. I'm a talker. I basically talk. So I intend to talk to more people. And the last thing that I see that I commit to when I travel that I don't necessarily do all the time when I'm home is waking up early. So I have to be up early for work. But oddly enough, when I'm home, I do not like sleeping in on my days off. I just kind of feel like it's a waste of time. Like the morning is mine. I enjoy getting up, making coffee, or God bless the boyfriend, he will wake me up with coffee if he gets up first. But just getting up and sitting on my couch or sitting in a chair and having coffee, just spending time thinking. I get lost in my head. Did y'all know that? Did I just also, like, I get lost in my head a lot? Some of you do. But I do. I'm a thinker. I don't have to, really do too much. But when I get up early and I find that I have done a lot of my kind of doing the coffee and kind of dragging my feet, not really doing anything, meditating in my own way, if you will. By the time 10 o'clock comes, I don't feel like the morning has been a waste. I feel like, okay, I could like do something now, or I'm more inclined to want to get up and do something around noon than if I get up at 10, 11 o'clock, do that dragging my feet. Before I know, I look up, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's just like, all right, well, if I get up now, if I shower now, I get dressed and we figure something out, it might be like 5 o'clock. And then by 5 o'clock, it's like, okay, so that kind of got rid of all of the like morning things we could have done. Now we're dealing with traffic. Now we're dealing with, more people. I totally get why my dad is I'll be at the house at 6 a.m. for us to go out and do shit, because it's so much easier to do when you don't got motherfuckers in your fucking way. Move. Whether it be because of traffic, whether it be he is very much so, what time do they open? I'll be there an hour before then. I'm not doing that. But if they open at 9, I'd like to be there at 9. This way I can get what I need to get done out the way. I get whatever's fresh. I get the, like that bright energy of people when they first get to work versus they've had 5 hours for somebody to come piss them off. And now they're taking that they're taking that out on you. So while I don't necessarily need to, go overboard on this one with the waking up early part, I think that I should absolutely during the work week recommit, because I found that I was much less stressed on my commute when I got up with enough time to drink my coffee, like on the couch versus drinking my coffee like in the car on the drive to work. Now, both have benefits, but I am going to work on I don't have a morning routine at all. I just kind of get up and go. And I want to have a better way to enjoy the mornings before work the way that I do like on vacation. I love getting up and just having my coffee outside because I generally go to hot destinations. So if I could be outside and have coffee, if I could be outside and have breakfast, it's absolutely what I'm doing. If I can just pull up in the afternoon or in the evening and have a drink outside, absolutely what I'm doing. But the point is, I went outside or I got up early to do it. That early, like nobody else out here, crisp air before everybody starts breathing it. It's my favorite. So I'm going to recommit the same way I'm committing to going to, let's say, one event a month. I'm doing quite my share of events in March. All of them cousin related. I am a stan for my cousins. Let me tell you that. Shout out to my little cousin Courtney, who is just featured in Sports Illustrated as 18-year-old skater who is breaking boundaries, I think was the title. Courtney is an 18, about to be 19-year-old young woman, and she's a skater. She's the most adorable kid, and she's actually a legal adult. She a kid to me, 18, my baby. But she's also in a band, and they'll be playing at the Bitter End on, I want to say, the 21st. And her birthday is the 22nd. So feel free to pull up for that show. It's in Manhattan if y'all are around. But she was just featured in Sports Illustrated for being a skater, a black girl, a black young lady that skates. And I am so wildly proud of her. But I brought her up because she's having an event that I've already bought tickets for. Excited for that. I'll be at the bitter end on the 21st. So if y'all want to pull up, say hi. But yeah, committing to going to events for people that I love and people that I want to support is easy. And well, I won't say easy. It's easier than me just getting out or going out and doing something. So making plans with friends or actually setting things up that I know that if I commit to someone I care about, I'm more likely to follow that through versus, oh, I'm going to commit to going out and doing something. That for me isn't exactly a solid plan for success. I know that I'm better off committing to supporting other people, and that in turn will support me and my goal of getting out more. But yeah, I am looking forward to those events coming later this month. I got my little cousin's baby shower, totally different from Courtney, but a different cousin's baby shower. So March, I'm good. I'm looking forward to April and how I can reinforce that travel is more than just vacation by keeping my vacation energy going while I'm at home, keeping my travel energy going while I'm at home, because I've been on vacation this whole week, even though I haven't gone anywhere. And I deserve better than that. I get to be as wildly happy and chase fun in my search of joy at home or abroad. So I hope this episode kind of got you guys thinking about the little things in your life that you can turn into something big. I hope it inspired or encouraged you to actively pursue fun in your quest for joy. I will see y'all motherfuckers next week. I enjoyed speaking with y'all this week. Again, travelandshippodcast.com, tons of resources, whether they be packing lists, past itineraries. You can listen to and watch past episodes. You can find the playlist that I have so that you can get to particular topics that you want to hear about first. And general information, questions that you may have, chances are it's answered on the website. So head over there, travelandshippodcast.com. And don't forget about the Liberate Botanica giveaway that ends at the end of March. And that's it. I will talk to y'all motherfuckers later. Bye, y'all.